At 11, the woman who says she uncovered evidence which may be tied to the firing of a longtime Horry County police officer is speaking to News 13. Thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Edward Moody. Trish is off tonight. This officer was involved in investigating a deadly September 2023 road rage shooting on Camp Swam Road. News 13's Adriana Lawrence joins us in the studio and tells us what led to his exit. Adriana.
Well, Edward, just last week, Horry County Police terminated Patrol Division Sergeant Paul Vescovi. Since then, we've learned body cam footage shows what some say is the officer coaching the shooter, Weldon Boyd, to act like a victim. Here's what Chief Chris Lenhart said to me about Vescovi's firing just last week. Take a listen.
And when and how were you made aware of this misconduct?
I can't go into specifics because it is an ongoing investigation. I will tell you that we were notified, and once we were notified, we took actions moving forward.
So you can't say if that's happened in the last week or give a timeline or anything about that? Just to provide transparency?
Again, that's a part of SLED's investigation. It's not part of Horry County Police Department's investigation.
Police reports state Scott Spivey and Weldon Boyd, along with his passenger, were involved in a shootout on Highway 9 and Camp Swamp Road. It was determined only hours later Boyd shot Spivey in self-defense, and Boyd was never charged. The Attorney General's office declined to prosecute Boyd because of insufficient evidence. Since then, the Spivey family obtained that evidence through a civil lawsuit against Boyd, which they and journalists from the True Sunlight podcast team have spent hours sifting through. That includes one piece of body cam footage Beth Braden found, where it shows Vescovi writing on his notebook, "Act like a victim, camera."
And I had to play it like several times just to make sure I was like, did I see this wrong? Am I imagining this? Is this actually happening in front of my eyes? And yes, it actually did happen.
In the video, you can see Vescovi show his notebook to Boyd and walk away. Spivey's sister, Jennifer Foley, says she was disgusted when her attorney, Mark Tinsley, alerted her of this footage.
You're coaching them what to say and how to act, and my brother is sitting dead in a vehicle 30 yards in front of you.
Mark Tinsley tells us he handed the footage over to SLED, who reported it to Horry County Police, who later terminated Vescovi. Horry County Police said in a statement law enforcement identified conduct unbecoming of an officer, but Braden says that couldn't be further from the truth.
It is very hard to trust the police when it looks like we're looking at a systemic cover-up here. And vague press conferences don't do anything to instill public confidence in a police department.
We keep being told, this is it, we've gone through everything, and then it's like, no, we're still finding things, and it really makes you wonder, how much are they trying to clean up their department, or are they just complacent with how it is?
Now, Horry County Police says it's conducting its own investigation and is cooperating with SLEDs as well.
Yeah, Adriana, you've been following this story for a while. This is not the first employee connected to this case to no longer be with the department, right?
That's right. Nearly 2 months ago, former Deputy Chief Brandon Strickland resigned when he found out he was being investigated by SLED for allegations of misconduct related to the shooting. Phone call recordings we obtained between him and his friend Boyd shine a light into that. You can hear for yourself and read all of our coverage on the story by heading to our website, WBTW.com.
All right, good reporting. Thank you, Adriana.
Thanks.